All right, it's time for another short video update. It's Wednesday here in Thailand, and that is a Christmas tree behind me.
Fall tree.
And there's another one right there. Can you explain that?
Well, I'm from Virginia. I miss the mountains. I love fall and winter and every feeling that goes along with it. So I created my own part of the Blue Ridge Parkway.
All right, good enough for me. Let's see, let's
But
go.
it has been cooler this week. It's been in
It
the
has.
70s in the mornings, and we've had our windows and doors open.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been nice until it got 90 in the afternoon.
Yeah, people around here are complaining about it being cold. So let's go over last week. Let's see, Thursday night we had the youth meeting on Zoom. Friday morning, the men's Bible study. That was really good. Then Friday afternoon, we went out and made a visit. And we have a family that has been here. Actually, I think we've known them for the longest.
Yeah.
Brother Jesse and his wife, her name's Sandrella. And they have a baby,
Yes.
Jezreel. And so they've been refugees here for about 10 years. We've known them for 8 of those years. And they have been faithful members of our church.
They were actually split up in different IDCs in Thailand, and for several years
3 years. Yeah.
we would visit them in different places.
Yeah, he was down in the deep south of Phuket for 2 years, and in Bangkok for a year. And they were in jail for overstaying their visa, even though the United Nations was processing their claim. And this was the first country that they had come to. They followed all of the rules. Still in Thailand, if you overstay your visa, you go to the Immigration Detention Center. When we say IDC, that's what we're talking about. So they were in IDC until they were able to legally pay bail and get bailed out. And now the country of Canada has taken them in. They have their tickets, and they are flying to Toronto tonight. So I'm on my way here in about an hour to go pick them up in their little apartment. They live on the other side of town. Pick up their luggage because they have no vehicle, and I will take them to the Immigration Detention Center and drop them off. They will pay a fine there, and they will be processed. They will be actually detained, handcuffed, put into a box car type of police vehicle, and
Along with the
transported.
4-month-old baby.
Yeah, and transported to the airport at 7 o'clock tonight. So then we'll meet them at the airport with their luggage and make sure everything goes smoothly. There is another organization called the International Office of Immigration. Is that right?
Yes,
IOM. Of migration, not immigration. And they have a caseworker that is handling all of their paperwork. We'll get them on the airplane. They have a connection in South Korea and then direct to Toronto. So they're super excited, happy to be moving out. And they were persecuted in Pakistan. I don't really have time to go into all of his story and Cinderella's, but they were persecuted because of their faith. And thankfully, Canada has opened their arms, and they are receiving them tonight. So they're super excited about heading out. That's kind of the main event for the day. What else? We were the missionaries of the week at People's Baptist Church, and I just thought of that, and I really appreciate the communication and the prayers.
And this week we did need the prayers, as several days ago our oldest called us in the middle of the night in the United States and said that Andrew had been helping out with some construction work at the church where they go, and in a freak accident he was hit in the face with a hammer, and fortunately it wasn't too extensive. It cut his lip and knocked one of his front teeth out with the root intact, so they've been able to get the tooth put back in and stitched, and he's got a splint on his teeth and a very puffy lip.
Yeah, hoping it takes, and but he did get stitches on the inside of his mouth. So that was a rough night, and it's hard to explain how frustrating it is to have one of your kids go through something like that and not be able to get to them, and not be able to take them yourself. And Andrew's 18, but he's a big boy, but it's one of those challenging things, I guess, as a dad, and then as a mom, just not being able to hold them and love on them a little bit. So we're thankful that Lee was there and Cynthia, and they were able to help him out, get him to the emergency room and all that.
And that it wasn't any worse than what it was. There's so many different things that could have been worse.
When you get hit in the face with a hammer, it really could have been a lot worse. So that's kind of the main event for this week. What do we need folks to pray about for this upcoming week?
Just our Zoom meetings that are continuing, but thankfully we will get to have an in-person service on Sunday. So
Yeah.
that will be fun to get to meet some of the new families that have come in and just be able to see the families that we have known for a while.
Because of COVID, everything kind of stacked up with people getting out of Thailand and getting into Canada with the United Nations and the way that they do everything. So COVID has kind of let up, and a lot of the people that have been stuck here for an extra 3 years, they're starting to be able to go. So be in prayer for Brother Jesse and his wife. About the time you get this video, they will be at the airport. Actually, they should fly out about 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday afternoon. And so be in prayer for them. And then we have another family that's also going a week from today, Brother Shabazz Makbul and his family. Maybe I'll share a little bit of his story in the next video. We're scheduled to go see them. We've got a lot of visits and a lot of stuff lined up, a lot of ministry outreach work that's going on. So just pray for us that we don't get too wore down. Tomorrow morning I go to the Labor Department. My work permit should be ready. With the work permit, I can then go to immigration and apply for an extension to the 90-day visa that I got to enter the country. And hopefully everything will go smoothly and we'll get a visa long enough to stay here and get a lot more work done. Is that about it?
That's it.
All right, pray for us, and we really do appreciate the faithful support, and we appreciate you praying for us. And until next week, God bless you.